Hi everyone, this is Ashley with CT Marina Digitals. I'm going to do a tutorial to show you how to use my new peak and ghost overlays in Photoshop. So I have opened my image already in Photoshop that I'm going to use. I'm going to go to File and Place Embedded. You would navigate to the folder wherever your overlays are saved. I'm just going to go ahead and click one here. I'm going to use a couple different ones. So now you want to pay attention to the light. Obviously it's not a realistic ghost, but you still want the light to be coming from the same direction just so your photo looks pleasing to the eye. The light is coming from the top here, but it's also slightly coming from the right. And on this one it's slightly coming from the left. So I'm actually going to go ahead and flip this one horizontally. And now these are really cute, used on either the edge of the photo or like behind an object in your image. And I want to put it behind the boxes here. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. I'm going to change my blending mode to screen. I'm going to come back down here to my background layer, go to my quick selection tool and select subject. If you have your contextual taskbar open, you can use that too. So basically you want to make sure that whatever you're putting the ghost behind, that whole part is selected. So it is. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate, create a layer mask. Then I'm going to drag my ghost in between those layers. And I actually have it painted, it's down there. So I'm going to create a layer mask, use a black brush at 100% opacity and just brush that off real quick. And then I can move him out just a tiny bit probably. Here we go. So now I could leave it like this, or if you're wanting it to be like a different color or a black and white to kind of blend into the background, you can add some adjustment layers. So if I wanted to change the color, I could add a hue saturation layer. Just make sure that you click that clipping mask box right there so it's applying to your overlay and not your whole image. And then you could make this any color you wanted. I would probably make it like maybe a yellow and then bring down the saturation, well, a yellow more like a gold, and bring down the saturation to kind of get that vintage beige feel for that image. If you don't want to change the color and you kind of want it to blend in, I just usually add a black and white layer, and then I click my black and white layer and my overlay, select them both and merge layers, and then you just have to change the blending mode back to screen. And now as you can see, it's completely white and it's a little bit see-through, so the original backdrop is kind of coming through it. You can play around with your opacity a little bit if you don't want it to be as noticeable back there. You could play around with your brightness and saturation, brightness and contrast, whatever you wanted to do. I think this looks pretty good. I don't want it to be too bright, especially don't want it to be brighter than my subject, but I think that looks cute the way it is. So I'm going to add another ghost, go up to File and Place Embedded again, select a ghost for the side this time. Light is coming from the right way. Okay, go ahead and change my blending mode to screen. And now again, I could change the color, or it is pretty much already black and white, so I'm probably going to leave it the way that it is. And you could even start to, like if I wanted to add another one, you could start to add depth by, this one's creepy, I love it. I'm going to change the blending mode to screen. So that one's kind of blue, and I don't really like that, so I'm going to add a black and white layer to that one. Merge those layers, change back to screen. You could say, like, if I wanted to make him like a little bit bigger, like he's closer to the camera, you would want to blur him a little bit to create that depth of field. So I'm going to go up to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and add some blur to him so he's kind of out of focus. And then you can even add like another one in the back that's really out of focus. But I thought these were really cute for Halloween coming up, especially for people that do like the cool Halloween costume photo shoots in their studio. But that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. If you have anything to add that I might have forgot, you can put it in the comments. If you want more free tutorials like this one, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel to be notified when I add more videos.